Hey everyone! My name is Meg Loven and I am excited to welcome you to Maker Mornings with Meg, Thursday edition. So happy Friday to everyone. And today's project is going to be it's going to be a game changer for your holiday when you need that quick, just running out the door, need to throw something together, a little host gift, little treat. You could even make them for your holiday table with little name cards on them. Lots of possibilities, but they're really quick and you can make them custom sized, custom colors, custom everything. The version I'm going to show you is with the Happy Hibiscus suite. Well, bundle, I guess, is not really sweet. Doesn't have designer series paper, but because it's my feature for December and Maker Mornings with Meg and monthly tutorials, I have paired it with the Take a Bow designer series paper. So I'm going to show you that version today. We're going to talk about that hybrid embossing folder a little bit differently than we've used it before. So I have a new trick to share with you for that. And we're going to be making a little 3D item. So we're going to make custom designer series paper gift bags. And I have the version that I'm going to show you, which is going to start with 6x6 designer series paper. But you can make these, like I said, any custom size up to 12x12, or if you have larger paper, I guess you could. And I'm going to show you also some versions at the end that are bigger and smaller. So those are sneak peek projects, which are from some other things that I've been working on, but I'm going to share them with you guys here too. So, all right, with all of that hype, I know, exciting, right? Can you not wait to get started with this? Hey, Trish and Tanya, Joe and Nikki, good morning, everybody. Make sure you say hi where you're watching, whether it's cold where you are. I'm going to switch our camera down. Now, this project is from the Loven Stamps archives. I was looking back, and the last time I remember sharing this project was in 2015, so it's been a few years. And the time that I shared it then, I gave a little bit different directions, and I'm going to modify them for today's version because I think that it works out a little bit stronger and a little bit nicer. I just really like it. So I'm starting with 2 pieces of the Take a Bow designer series paper, and you can use any pattern paper for this, especially one that does not have a direction on the back. So even if it's got a direction, you can have one that's direction on the front, that's fine. As long as there's no direction on the back of the paper, then you're good to go for these gift bags, okay? So for 6x6, I am going to score. Everybody always asks. And remember, if you want the printable PDF for this, all you have to do is place an order in my online store during December, and you'll get the printable PDF for free as my thank you, any size order. If you are not placing an order in my online store during December, that's okay too. This will be posted on Etsy if you'd like a printable PDF of that in the Loven Stamped Card Mart shop. So I share my tutorials there after the month that I offer them as my customer thank you. But what we're going to do is we're going to score at 1 inch from the top and 1.5 inches all the rest of the way around, okay? You get to see it twice. 1 inch from the top and 1.5 inches all the way around. Now, when you're using your scoring tool, be careful you don't push too hard. You don't want to rip your paper, okay? Be gentle with it. And then we're going to take both of these and we're going to fold down the 1 inch at the top, okay? Guys with me so far? All right, so if you're rewatching this video later so that you can stamp along with me, I highly welcome it. Let me know that too in the comments. Hey, Sue. Hey, Becky. Oh, happy Friday, Kelly. So you're going to fold 1 inch down on top of both of those. Then you're going to take all the other folds, so the other 3 score lines, and you're going to fold them up to the inside, okay? Can you kind of see how this is going to be the front of our gift box here? We'll get to the exciting part here in a second. So again, 1, 2, 3. You want to pay extra attention to where these corners scores meet here. Just make sure they're really nicely done. You could use a bone folder if you had one. You don't want to break the paper, but you can be pretty thorough with those corners because it's going to make the next step easy for you. Now, if you are like freaked out about the corners I'm going to show you, you're like, I can't do that, Meg. I encourage you to try, but if you really can't, you can always snip here and here up to the score line, okay? And that's going to make little flaps that you're going to fold in, but I much prefer this way of doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this corner here and I'm going to pop the tip of it in. So I'm popping the tip in and then I'm bringing these two corners together. So I'm just pinching to bring those two corners together. And you want to get this nice and straight here, and that will mean that this right angle will form right here, and I'm just going to pinch that right there at the corner, okay? So you get to see it 3 more times. Push and pinch, bring those corners together. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm big on like repetition. I think I taught like swimming lessons and things for so long that I like the things you can repeat in your head. Push and pinch. That's going to be our mantra for this. Oh, I didn't quite get that corner quite as well emphasized on this one, and it's a little trickier. So again, remember to make sure those corners are really well scored. All right, push and pinch. And this is like what you don't want your kids to do when you're sitting in church, right? Okay, so we're gonna pop this here on the corner, and I'm gonna crease. I'm creasing that corner there. Okay, so you got to see that a bunch of times. You guys see it here? All right, so now we have 2 parts of our sort of clamshell shaped gift bag. So this is where I want to bring in my multi-purpose liquid glue. I really like this glue because now for this part you could use tear tape, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue inside the outer corner here. Okay, so that's basically going to hold, remember you have to hold it for a second because it doesn't grab instantly. It's going to hold that corner piece together, and then I'm going to take this, and I like to glue these triangles up, okay? So I'm just going to glue this up against the side. Now here is the debate. We made a version of this at my stamp club last night, and we were debating the question of, is it better to fold the triangles up or is it better to fold the triangles down? So you could fold the triangles down to the base of the bag, or you could fold them up to the side. I don't know that there's one right or wrong answer. Somebody said, oh, you could fold the triangles like on one part, you could fold them up, and on the other part, you could fold them down. Certainly, you could do that too. Whatever works. So if you have a debate, if you have an answer or chime in on the debate, which one is better, feel free to leave it in the bottom. Joan says she likes this better than cutting. I know. I do too. I don't like when cutting, you get like sort of some random edges that show, and I like reducing those number of random edges. So this little gift bag has some random edges when it's finished anyway, but they kind of melt away. So, but why add extra random edges? If you don't know what I mean by random edges, it's like where the cardstock is like you have exposed edges. So these are nice and like finished here because they're folded under. So kind of like a finished end in sewing. All right, so now we have our 2 halves here. We're going to take this and we are going to slide them into each other. Oh, Kelly wants to put hers on the bottom. All right, Kelly. Sounds like you'll have to make some and tell us how your testing goes. So here we have this down here on the sides. Oh, sorry, that was maybe off the screen. Now you have some choices here. See how I have these nested together? All right, you can make this a wider box by gluing them way out here. You can make it a narrow box, 1.5 inches wide, by gluing them all the way tight. My take on it is to be a little bit past there, because what I'm going to show you is right here. You see, you get this a little bit, a little bit raw edge showing here. And I like that raw edge to not be right at the front or the back of my box. I like it to be someplace along the side. Oh, look, I could even like line up the pattern. So let's look at this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add glue in sort of a rectangle on the sides and the bottom. It is about the width that I want this to be. I'm not going to worry about getting it up under the tab because you're going to see why here in a minute. Whoops. All right, and now I'm going to bring this together. I'm going to hook them in. This is the only fiddly part. And you want to be careful not to overslide your pieces together because you don't want to wipe glue onto a spot that is not going to end up like being covered with the glue. Does that make sense? Let's see. All right. And this is also where I find that I really prefer the multi-purpose liquid glue because it gives you a little bit of time and space to do a little adjusting. So if you use tear tape or Seal Plus would be my other recommendations for this. You pretty much, once you get this together, once that adhesive grabs, then you're done. So the nice thing about the liquid glue is that you can fiddle with it for just a little bit. If you can't reach to the bottom of your box, a really good plan is to grab, I don't have one handy because I've cleaned up, but grab an extra block and you can use like the end of your extra block to squish down. Oh, that'll work. There. Squish down, my hand's in the way, press down against the bottom to make sure that that's glued nicely. Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Ugh. Okay, I did this on my sample and I thought I am definitely going to make this easier for myself. So, okay, well, we'll see how it goes. All right, so before you get to this point, you want to have added your handles to this bag. So I have the gold and silver trim, eighth inch trim combo pack. And a real favor to yourself is going to be to add this way before you get to this stage. So what you want to do with your paper, you're going to go ahead and score that inch at the top. Here, I'll just show you on this one. You're going to score the inch at the top, and know where that is. You're going to score the ones on the sides. Okay, I'll score all of them. Trust me, I am saving you a lot of effort by showing you the right way to do this. So then, I don't know, we'll see how much I struggle. Okay, so now I'm reviewing that sort of beginning part here. You're going to fold on all those score lines. Ooh, make sure you fold on the score line, Meg. All right. Okay, so now we have the front of our bag. Now, before you do anything else, hey, Nika, you are going to take your hole punch and you are going to punch right at the top a little half circle on each of these, okay? So do you see this little half circle right here? Now, you can do it now if you forget like me because you're so excited. And this is like you know, the test that says read all the directions to the end, then begin. I never, ever read all the directions to the end. Did you guys? And then the killer, like in elementary school, was when the answer was to the last direction was to write your name on the top and don't do steps 1 through 10. And so then everybody'd be like furiously doing all this stuff except for like the one person who followed the directions and read them all to the end and like saw number 10, write your name at the top and then don't do anything else. That was never me. I was always like furiously trying to do all the things. So, okay, this actually wasn't too bad. Okay. So anyway, if you're that person, I feel for you because I never read the directions to the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, whether you do it here where you can easily see what you're doing, or you do it now on sort of the struggle here, you're going to just make a loop. So what I don't like to do when I have something that's this fragile, I don't like to stress those points very much. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make a loop here. So I'm just tying a knot, just a little square knot there. And when I pop this square knot up, it's going to end up in the crease of the bag there. You see how that just disappeared? This is a little longer handle than I like, but that's okay. So now I'm going to do it again and pop this on here. All right, so you can make it easy for yourself if you get to this stage. At least do one that direction. The hardest part is getting the ribbon through this way when you've already glued your bag. Let's see. Will I get it? Yes! Ding, 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 ding. Okay, well that wasn't too terrible. All right, let's try and make this about the same size as our other handle. You can also do yourself a favor by cutting your strings the same length. My preferred size is about 9 inches, but it depends on how long you take to tie your bow. So, okay, there we go. They're about the same. Cute, right? Okay, this is our own custom gift bag. Inika says, yeah, she starts right away and halfway through she realizes she forgot something. I am right there with you this morning, okay? Now, the much easier thing to do would be to go ahead and before you do any of the folding of things, go ahead and add your handles to your bag, because it's really easy to pop the ribbon through when you can open this up flat and see both sides, okay? Just like that, all right? And then you'd tie your bow, and then you'd proceed to do the rest of your bag folding, okay? All right, well, that gives you another piece of the print. So silver or gold, either way, are very pretty. What you wanna do next is pick the front of your bag. I usually pick the side that does not have this raw edge coming up towards us. I really like this version. Oh, Sue says you can put a gift card in. Yes, you could totally put a gift card. It would fit very nicely in here. I'll show you some other ideas that fit in here. And actually, if you guys want to brainstorm in the comments, what else would you put in a gift bag like this? I had pop up in our Maker Club community the other day. That's the Why Did I Buy This? Maker Club. If you're not part of that, you might check the link in the video description. But anyway, in our community, somebody had made some boxes to share, and she was looking for ideas on things to put in them. Because sometimes, like candy or cookies or things, people have food allergies or they're diabetic or things like that. It was a mixed sort of men and women crowd, so she didn't want to put like, you know, I don't know. She didn't want to put girly things in there necessarily because there's a mixed crowd. So if you have ideas on things that fit in here, it's 3 inches wide, and I made mine about 2 inches deep. My suggestion was Post-it notes. Like, I feel like everybody needs that. But something, candy is okay, and cookies and stuff are okay, but other stuff. Oh, Bonnie has all of the answers. Socks. Yes, you could put socks in here. That would be so cute. Earrings, tea bags, cocoa packets. That's a good one. Candy, gift cards, things like that. Okay, so you have more suggestions, leave them. But we're going to make a tag for the front of this, and then I'm going to show you the sort of like secret, the secret key to the last chance list, okay? Trust me, you do not want to miss this because it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to go right now and get this. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a tag for the front. You guys know that I love the spotlight on nature dies. If you, oh, this is a last chance secret too. If you haven't yet, you probably know that I absolutely love the Everyday Details dies, which, here they are, Everyday Details dies, which have these fantastic dotted circles that I really can't stop using, and these dotted rectangles and some cool other things. These are on the last chance list. Everyday Details dies. They're also linked in the video description, and they're highly discounted, so don't miss these. I don't know if they're on low inventory yet, but they're fantastic. Even to the point where, like, if I didn't already have 2 sets of them, I would get another one because I use them all the time, and then you can die cut twice as fast. So anyway, we're using Spotlight on Nature for this, which is my feature, part of my featured supplies for the December Loven Stamps monthly tutorials featuring Happy Hibiscus. So let's pull out our hibiscus here. And I'm just loving my scoring tool. I can't quite get rid of it this morning. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add a hibiscus blossom. And I've showed you some choices here. So here's one like this. We stamped on these after we die cut and embossed them, okay? But for, this is one of the other projects from the December Loven Stamps monthly tutorials. But we also are going to use them a different way. We're going to use our brayer this time. And okay, I guess I really do need to get rid of my scoring tool. Let's move this aside. Oh, Kelly had a good one. Oh, homemade granola. Oh, that sounds really good. Chapstick, lotion, potpourri. Oh, these are really good. Oh, small hand creams from Mary Kay Lady. Lots of things. Yes, microwave popcorn and movie tickets. That's a clever idea, Kelly. I like that. You'd have to have, I mean, you could do it on the corner, but you could make this a little bigger, or you could use like an 8x8 piece of designer series paper and just modify the scoring a little bit, and that would be brilliant. So I like that. Okay, so we're going to use our folder this time, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to ink our folder. So brayer, this is the Stampin' Up! Brayer. Oh, I just realized I forgot to put it in the video link for supplies. So you'll have to add it to the shopping cart yourself. But it is fantastic for this. You don't really want a very soft brayer because you really want to hit the highlights of the folder, okay? So take a look at it. Make sure the 3 blossoms that we're going to get die cut are these three right here. So make sure you've got as many woo, of those lines as you want. Oh goodness, okay. Don't push too hard. Jeez, I guess now we know what happens when you push too hard. Wait, I need to have like a cleanup on aisle 3. This is where this stamping chamois is super handy. So I have ink on my table here. So let's get some of that cleaned off. There we go. Okay, I think that was off screen so you couldn't see it anyway, but it was not off of like the ability for me to pick it up and transfer it everywhere. All right, so now I'm gonna take this and set it here. And actually, I think it was Kelly who pointed this out. When you brayer, if you turn it this way, so the feet are pointed up, then you don't have to worry about knocking the feet all the time, okay? But then when you wanna set it on the table, you're gonna turn it down so that the feet are hitting the table, and you can rest this anywhere, which is honestly a great feature for a brayer. All right, next I'm gonna take my die, and I'm inking the side of the folder that says Stampin' Up on it, and I'm putting the die on the side of the folder that says Stampin' Up on it. Try to keep your fingers a little bit out of the ink. You're gonna get it locked in there, okay? Then you're gonna take your cardstock to fit over the top. So this is inked in Poppy Parade and cut on Poppy Parade cardstock. And then I'm gonna take this here to my die cut machine. So join me as we trek across the room here. Have I talked about ergonomics before? So I was reading like a sewing blog that was saying you should make sure your cutting table and your ironing board and your sewing machine are all in different places so that you have to get up and move while you're crafting. And I really like that. So it's kind of handy that my die cut machine is over here. So I'm gonna run this through, and then I'm going to bring it back. And, oh, I love these suggestions. You guys are pretty brilliant here. All right, and now we have our folder. So here is our embossed, die cut, and inked pieces. So you could use this, the edges for something, but these are the ones that I'm gonna snag. Now to clean this, I just take it to the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink and just run cool water over it. You usually don't even need soap because it's all water-based ink, and it just rinses right off. And then I just set it up on the edge to dry. So I'm probably gonna clean the die too because it's getting kind of inky. And then we're gonna go ahead and set our brayer well out of the way and come back to finish making our tags. So like I said, Spotlight in Nature has these really cute decorative edges. And then for the rest of our projects this month, I've been featuring the Christmas labels, dies, and stamps. So mostly Be Merry is kind of my greeting of choice. Here's this one. You guys definitely had opinions on which of the seatbelt cards you liked best. That was really fun to kind of read everyone's thoughts and so forth. So there are a couple different versions of that. But for this stamp set, the stamp set is still available right now. The dies are at the moment on out of stock. So they are on the last chance list, which means they are retiring and they will be gone. But Stampin' Up! Does have a shipment of these coming in. It's due the week of December 23rd. So that'll be the week of Christmas. And so they are likely to appear back in the online store one more time, and then they will for real be gone. But honestly, I love the greetings in here with or without the dies. But we're going to go ahead and use this Love and Joy one here. Hope your season is filled with magic, of course, is one of my faves. Winter Wishes, all good. And we are going to, instead of using the shape die cut, we're just going to use the Labeled with Love punch. It took me a second to pull that out. Labeled with Love is one of my favorite shapes. It is very universally sized for the Stampin' Up! Greetings, and it makes it really easy to go ahead and stamp a quick greeting on something. So we have Love and Joy. We can also do just the to you if you want, but we're going to go ahead and pop this on here. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little adhesive on the back here. Now, if you want to, you can stamp some leaves on the background of this. I'm going to leave mine plain. So we'll see what you guys think of that. And then you can decide if you're going to leave yours plain or if you're going to make yours with some leaves stamped in the background. And then I'm actually going to put the last dimensional here on the back of our little flower. And I'm going to pop this one kind of here up on the side. And then we need some bling to go with this. So I have my Druzy elements, which are Druzy embellishments, which are so pretty and great for dimensional projects like this. So we're not mailing this anyway, so who cares? And I'm going to pop, I really like using 3 of these. So I'm going to pop 3 of these on. And, oh, I meant to use the silver ones for this because I used the silver ribbon. Well, it doesn't really matter. Mix and match. Everybody knows mixing and matching metallics is super cool. So then we're going to take this, like I said, figure out which is going to be the front. I'm going to hide this seam so that it goes towards the back. So this is going to be the front of my piece here. And I'm just going to pop a couple of dimensionals down here where I know that they're going to not be off the side of my bag. And then I'm going to pop this on. Now I like to raise this and put it outside the side of the bag just a little bit so that it makes the bag look a little bit bigger and more impressive even. So we've got that there. And then here is another version with one of the other papers from the same set. And this one's filled with peppermints. It's pretty heavy, but honestly, I feel like with the way we've tied our ribbon into the fold of the bag, it really helps to support that. So, hey, Lori. Oh yeah, Lori, different time zone. I know time zones are like my kryptonite, but you can see kind of the way these peppermints go in here. Ghirardelli chocolates. What other candies? What are the ball ones called? The truffle-y ones with it's a ball with the two ties at the end. They're chocolate. I can't remember why I'm like blanking on the names of them. So, anyway, so these are really, really fun thing. And I promised you guys 2 other versions of this. Okay, are you ready? So this first one is going to unlock the last chance list for you. And this paper is called, I think it's called Favored Flower. I can't remember. But this is here, I can look at it. It's called Favored Flowers. I was right. This paper is on the last chance list. It had this black background. It had these gorgeous printed flowers on it. And the neat thing is that it has a really great contrast on the back. Okay, so picture the backs of these folded over to be the lip of our gift bag, the purple with these deep diamonds. This one here with the Calypso coral back. This paper is on the clearance rack and it is $7 and something, $7.20 or something like that. So for that, you can make 6, Lindt chocolates. Thank you guys. Huh. Missy and Cindy got it covered. So, but you can make 6 gift bags of the big size, 12 by 12, or if you're making our little tiny friend ones here, that take fewer Lindt chocolates to fill, then you can make, you basically there's 12 sheets in here. You would get 2 gift bags out of each sheet. So you make 24 gift bags for that $7 and whatever cents. So this paper is gorgeous. But let me show you the big version of this. So here is one. It barely fits in my camera. Okay, hold on. I'm going to shift your view here so you can see. Okay, so here is the gift bag for this one with this little love you and zinnia tag. And then I used everything on here, except the punches, is actually on the last chance list right now. And a great thing to grab. So the polka dot trim is on there. It is a really great choice. It's nice because it stands up. And I did a little bit different trick. You can see best here on the back. I punched 2 sets of holes. So one here and one down below. And then threaded the ribbon kind of back and through and tied just a knot on the front. So you could do the same trick as our tiny ones and put the trim into the little lip. But for this ribbon, it's really, it's a little stiff, which is great because it stands up prettily, nicely. Anyway, it stands up beautifully, but it's a little bit thick to tie those knots. So I don't know that I would do that. So this is the hexagon punch. Here we go. And the detailed tag topper punch, which is beautiful. And then the zinnia in the background. And I'm going to switch you guys back here. Let me show you these things. So this is Happy Little Things, which includes the Love You. And this is on the last chance list. So you don't want to miss this. And then Simply Zinnia is also on the last chance list for okay, if you didn't get this when I featured it last summer or whenever it came out last spring, this is the time to get it because I think the stamp set's $8 or something and the dies are I don't know, 15 or I'm kind of making those numbers up, but I'm not that far off. So definitely look these up if you don't have them. And if you do have them, and you want more of the fantastic designer series paper, it's on last chance too, so you don't want to miss that. Here is the the dotted ribbon. So this was the natural dotted ribbon, and I'm really loving this. So good stock up item because it's going to be gone. And then this is the jute. It's not jute. It's, I don't know, silver threaded something or other twine. It's a really nice one too. And I've used it here to just tie the tag onto our handle so that it hangs nicely. Okay. All right, now let's see, do you guys want to see? Oh, so this is done from a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper. So if you've watched to this point, here's the sneak. So here are the sizes. So for a 12 by 12 piece of DSP, you're going to score it 2 inches from the top and 3 inches on the sides. Okay, so for that big 12 by 12 size, like this one that I showed you here, you're going to take 12 by 12, you're going to score it 2 on the top and 3 inches for the edges. On the 6 by 6, that's the one we did together on our video, and I scored 1 inch from the top and 1.5 inches on the sides. And then you can also do a teeny version. So I'll get to the teeny version in 1 second because I have one more version of this one to show you. So there's a purple one, and I used the purple on the tag, so fresh freesia and so forth, but the same, sorry, the camera doesn't pick up light as well on this camera. So those are our versions of the large bag. And oh, I do have one other thing to tell you about these large bags. So let me switch back. The other thing, and I'll leave this here so you can see the sizes while I'm grabbing these. But the other thing that is on the clearance rack is, oh my goodness. Okay, I know I have this here because I was just looking at it yesterday. The other thing that's on the clearance rack is the Lace Shop designer series paper. And honestly, if you're making gift bags, I really think this one is the cutest thematic gift bag ever. So these are 6 by 6 pieces that I had left from a paper share. But these papers had all of these little, like, some food items and all these tiny little like storefronts and like really, really cute stuff on the front of these pieces. There's some books and paints and things. And then the backs are patterns that would be great folded over. So these papers right now are on the last chance list, and it's $2.50 for a package of designer series paper. So for $2.50, you can make 6 really sweet gift bags with these Lace Shop designs. So don't miss that. Here's the number. It was $12.50, but it's $2.50 now. There's the number for it if you need it, but you can use the last chance link that's in the video description if you want to go snag that. Of course, while supplies last, so don't miss them. All right, the last one I'm going to show you is this small size. I'll give you the scoring directions first, and then I'll show you how cute it is. And this is 4 inches wide and 3 inches tall. You're going to score it at 1/2 inch from the top because it's so tiny, and 1 inch on the sides. And this one's featuring the otter paper. And this is one of the projects that I gave the explanation for yesterday as part of the maker club that my friend Lindsay Van and I do together. So Lindsay's my Canadian demonstrator friend, and we have this club that we get together with and meet once a month, and everybody gets like a box in the mail with all kinds of like sampler supplies and so forth, and then we give ideas on how to use the supplies. So if you haven't joined Maker Club and you want to give yourself a gift in the new year, you are welcome to start with us in January. There's a link in the video description and you can jump onto that. But one of the projects that we made yesterday was this little tiny cute gift bag. Isn't it sweet? Look at how darling that is. We used the river otter paper and the pom-pom trim, and all the supplies for this came in the Maker Club box. So everybody was like ready to go, and you can make a few of these if you wanted to. But the finished version with everything is here, and it fits 3 Ghirardelli chocolates. Isn't that darling? And I just tied it up at the top with a soft cording, and then made a little bit of a tag here with a love you and a little trick for the greeting here from that stamp set. So isn't this sweet? So if Maker Club is something that you're thinking about, like, oh, I would gift myself something fun in the new year, make sure you check that out because we really have a blast. So it's a monthly subscription. You can do it for a month and see what you think. You can just sign up and carry on. It's really up to you, but we have a VIP Facebook group where we share project ideas and things like that. And basically the really cool thing is you've got this box of curated supplies during the month, and then we give you some ideas in a video format to use for them. So anyway, all right, so between our tiny size and our medium size here, 6x6, and our like mega size here with our 12x12 paper, I really think that this gift bag is something that you guys will use this holiday season. So that's part of my Christmas gift to you. And you guys give me the gift of joining me for Maker Mornings with Meg, watching now and later and commenting and sharing, liking, all this kind of fun things. You guys probably know this from watching other videos, but when you interact with the videos, when we're watching together, like that kind of signals that, you know, this is a fun video, you're enjoying it, and then it helps other people find our community too. So as we really enjoy gathering with each other virtually and everybody saying hi to each other and so forth, tis a fun time of year to enjoy that together. So, all right, everyone. Happy pre-Friday to you, as we like to say on Maker's Mornings with Meg, because our next video will be on Tuesday. And I will post the pictures for this will be on my blog. If you guys didn't know it, you can subscribe to my blog actually, and then you get a blog my blog in your email each day when I post a new project. So if you're interested in getting that, you can go over to my website at Loven Stamps and click on one of the blog posts, and then on the right column in one of the blog posts, it'll say like subscribe to my blog, and you can sign up for that there. So there are many people, many hundreds of people who already have that perk. So if you feel like, oh, I've been missing out, make sure you jump on over there. So, all right. I think that's it for our Thursday. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week so far. You have good plans for your weekends, and that you'll have a chance to make some fun DIY DSP gift bags. So happy stamping, everybody. Have a great day. Happy weekend.